Hello beautiful Taurus, thank you very much for joining me for your April reading with me, Lorian. It's a pleasure to bring these readings for you every month. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a very tried and tested subscriber, thank you very much for joining me again. It's nice to see you here, and thank you again for joining me. So this is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Rising. It is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you at the time, but if you do want a personal reading, I offer them on my website, links below. And thank you to everybody who has so far bought a reading or indeed given a donation to my GoFundMe page, which is also linked below. Thank you again so much for doing that for me. That's still going, by the way, that GoFundMe, or if you'd rather just support me by getting a reading, that information's down below too. So we're using the Tarot Muka this month, which is a beautiful deck of cards, and we're also going to be getting a card from the Earth Magic Oracle deck by Stephen D. Farmer. So that came to me the other day. You may have seen on my Instagram, and I did a card and I went, holy moly, because it was really, really accurate, and I hadn't picked it up in a while, actually, maybe even a year I hadn't picked it up. So it was really calling to me, and it was time to use it again. So I'm really glad that I've done that. But let's see what's coming up for you, Tauruses. Thank you very much for all your messages and comments. And also, I really hope you have a happy birthday for those of you who may be born in April. Okay, let's have a look and see. I know this won't apply to a lot of you, but I'm getting strong country music vibes. I don't know why, but I'm getting, like, you know, the twang of the guitars and the stuff, like the nice duets sort of coming through. That's kind of feeling at the moment, like it's gone on its way. So if you like country music, good. But yeah, that's really, really coming through for me at the moment. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords here. Wow, the Ace of Wands too. That's great. You've got the Four of Pentacles, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa, you have a very, very strong month ahead, and you at the bottom you've got the King of Pentacles, which is all about foundations, and maybe a strong earth sign that's actually behind you 100% with your endeavours. So that's really good. Okay, so let's see. The Ace of Swords is all about power, victory, clarity. It may actually be some rewards after some hard-earned efforts. You may be also seeing certain things that you need to trim out of your life or out of a project, or just kind of things that you need to snip down. It feels as though there's a lot of senses going on here. You have a lot of like ironclad clarity, if I can get those words out. So this is very much about you feeling in your own power. This is your crowning glory. This is your intellect being razor sharp. So you are going to have your intuition really strong this month. And I feel as though you are wanting to kind of, I don't know why, they're just showing me the sword going into the ground, like, I have arrived. Yes, you better believe it. Don't mess with me. That sort of thing. So it's that kind of, yes, I'm here now. What are you going to do about it? That's the kind of kick-ass Taurus vibe I would really love to have unleashed this month. This is the thing that you know, anything that's come before, anything that's come so far this year, you're kind of like, nope, now is my time. So this self-assertion, this vibe that is here to support you, you can let that in. You can let that energy in, and it'll give you this sense of, boom, here I am, what you got for me, that kind of thing. So definitely embrace that if you can. If you don't feel up to it, maybe try it out. You know, maybe say, okay, I embrace the fact that the universe has given me a little leg up here. But it's definitely strong for you. And with the creativity that the Ace of Wands brings, it could be your inspiration for your next steps or your creation of the next steps. You may feel like, damn right, I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to be able to create this, and I'm going to dedicate my time to this. So it's kind of like the bracing wind coming through almost. This is your, it looks like a carrot to me, but hey, not to deny the artistry of the card, but it does look like a carrot. And it feels like there's a lot of potential here. Carrots are good for your eyes, so you may be able to see something really strongly. And again, it's like that clarity of vision, that clarity of mind. You're going to be able to see the movements as to where you're going, actually. And movement is a good word because we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is your turning point. This is your movement forwards. It's never going to go backwards. The wheel always goes one way. Where the wind blows, where the circular motion goes, where the water flows. And hopefully it feels like this month is going to turn you into the next stages. I mean, it could be a little bit like the Wheel of Fortune on TV, where you don't know where it's going to stop and you don't know where it's going to land. And, you know, you may feel like, oh, I really wanted a house, but I've ended up with a car, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, I wouldn't say no to either at this point, but it's that feeling of, you know, it goes through and through the motions. But this is you going into the next way. This is you moving forwards, and your personal vision is aligning with your own destiny now. And I think that this is where you have to just kind of accept the fact that sometimes it's going to make sense, sometimes it's not. But with your intuition on really, really high alert, and also your creativity, you'll be able to use your senses enough to manifest or actually figure out what it is that you're going to do next. So don't worry too much about where you are at the moment, what you're doing, how you're trying to be, or who you're trying to become. It's just that feeling of, okay, I'm going to lay out the groundwork, I'm going to work at it. And that work ethic really does set Tauruses apart. It really honestly does. Then you've got the Four of Wands, Four of Pentacles. And this is about stability and security, but it's also maybe a fear of letting go. So maybe a fear of letting something or somebody go, to breathe and be their own thing, like getting your child out in the universe. You know what I mean? Like letting them go, to breathe and do whatever they want to do, or letting your project go to somebody else and be like, no, my baby, I created you, I don't want it. You know, that kind of feeling. It could also be worrying about what other people will do or judge you for, or have this, you know, lock up your potential kind of thing. I'm going to keep my abilities to myself, my creativity to myself. That is not recommended. I honestly feel like you need to be more open with this. Wow. Two of Cups. So this is a very strong partnership, very strong connection. Because of this strong partnership, you are actually going to be able to maybe heal some aspects of yourself, but also divulge and, you know, grow in various ways that maybe you didn't actually see yourself growing and doing before. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be you, Taurus. This could be you in many different ways. So this could be the fact that you are actually going to be down to earth, very practical. You could be protecting your creativity this month, or protecting something, because you'll be like, no, I haven't got the time, do not bother me. Or it could be that you're, okay, no, this time is precious to me, I need to, you know, spend time with such and such or on such and such, and nobody's going to take this time away from me. It could also be that you're actually touching up some finishing things to your house, or wanting to paint something, you know, changing where the sofa is, you know, anything like that. I think it could be applying for you. And then the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, so you want to keep it on lock and key while you work on something. So you want to be very, no, I want to lock it down, but you're also going to be going over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Your practice makes perfect, basically, this month. That's what that indicates here. And then you've got the King of Wands. So this could be an authority coming in who is very visionary, an entrepreneur, and because he's there, it could be that he's the one to take you into the next stage, or that the person with this visionary kind of style is going to take you on, or is going to invite you into something. So without further ado, let's see what the... Whoa, I hope you saw that. I really... Yeah, okay. Release. Wow, autumn equinox. So this is very much about having that feeling of, it's almost like an ocean of red and orange is coming in, which is quite kind of cool, considering that in the southern hemisphere we're going into autumn, in the northern hemisphere we are changing seasons as well. So it feels as though you are going to just be able to breathe. The tides are changing, they are coming in, they are going to be quite I think mixed in some ways, but very consistent, because you can rely on the seasons changing. You can rely on when or around when they're going to be. but I do feel that this is you actually manifesting into something else. Your old life is going away. It's kind of dying like the leaves, but you're still some kind of things that are going to stay the same. You're still going to bloom again, but maybe in a different flower, in a different way, in a different scent. So, really, really good spread for you guys this month. I really hope that you let me know what happens in the comments below for you. And thank you again for everybody who supports me, and all the details below as to how to get a reading, email me or support my GoFundMe page is down below. But yes, thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and I look forward to reading for you soon in May.